I will be explaining why I hate Summer from the next step. So this little video I have right here, it's called Rochelle versus Summer. This is like a first little thing you can see of why I like Rochelle better. But it's like, this is why I like Summer, because she's a good dancer. The actress is great, right? But here's why we're not talking about Rochelle, we're talking about Summer. This is why Summer sucks. She's the worst dance captain to ever exist. So here's why. She's the worst captain to ever exist because, first of all, she didn't have to work for anything. She automatically got handed everything on A Troop, which is kind of dumb to me. But that's just me personally. I'm going to do it. Huh? I'm hating her. I'm hating the character because it's dumb. It's super dumb. And mainly because Summer got handed everything. Emily and Rochelle gave her the front row after seeing her dance for 5 minutes, while they've seen Rochelle and all these other people dance for like 5 years, it seems. So it just didn't make sense why Summer got the top spot. She didn't have to work for it. She danced and they saw. Shut up. You don't get to play devil's advocate.
I don't know what's about that.
But like, here's why I do not like her. She's just so perky. She cares more about her friendships than being a good dance captain and being a good dancer, it seems, half the time.
I mean, would you rather...
She's, instead of trying to get her team ahead, she's focused on the friendship. She couldn't even give Henry proper corrections, all because she couldn't give proper criticism. She couldn't give proper criticism because she was afraid of hurting his feelings. She cares too much about feelings than about winning. They should have done a co-captain thing where Rochelle was like Emily, where she cared about how it worked, how the dances worked, while Michelle cared about the feelings, and Summer cared about the feelings, but they didn't do that. Summer got handed everything. She got handed dance captain. She got handed a spot on the team. She got handed a spot at the front row. Then she had all of that, but the second Rochelle speaks facts and makes a better routine, all of a sudden they're the bad guys. I already know they wouldn't have run with Summer's routine because Summer was playing it safe. She tried doing, it wasn't even difficult. It was not difficult for anybody. And she only didn't do anything. She didn't do anything. She didn't try and help anybody or anything, which was super dumb in my opinion, considering she was a great dancer. She would have been a great dance captain. She just didn't have the guts to do what was needed to be done like Rochelle did. And the whole telling the story thing, it's yeah, whatever. But at the same time, Rochelle was a powerhouse. Even though let's not compare Rochelle to her, even though Rochelle's better in so many ways. I'll do another video on that later. But basically, Summer got handed everything. She played the victim so many times. Most of the time she was, yeah. But at the same time, though, when you care more about friendships than about the dance, and they're competing towards something to make something of themselves, you care more about the friendships. That says a lot about you as a person. But it's you can't even help them win because you're too focused on the fact that you might be hurting their feelings. Sometimes, you have to say how it is. Say how it is if you actually want to get somewhere. And she couldn't do that. She failed miserably. And that's why then she went to that solo thing. That's why she didn't prosper. She didn't prosper because she couldn't handle it. She couldn't handle anything. She saw her old team. She was like, oh, crap, I walked out on these guys. So instead of being the dance captain, realizing, hey, maybe I need to push these guys a little bit harder, she was like, you know what? You chose Rochelle over me. But it's about dance and not friends. You can make friends in dance. They can become your dance friends. But it's about dance, not making friends. You can make friends along the way. Encourage it. Highly encourage it. But you're the dance captain. You're over here crying because somebody figured out your choreography is not going to get them to where they need to be. You mad for what? It's unnecessary. Oh, they just turned the Wi-Fi off. Oh, well, that doesn't concern me right now. But basically, they suck. They all suck. They really do. Well, not all suck, but Summer sucks. But now I'm going to talk about Rochelle and why I love Rochelle more than Summer. I love Rochelle more than Summer because, first off, she's a more advanced dancer, but Summer tells a story. Summer's not all bad, but Rochelle, she's just better. And every time Rochelle speaks a fact towards Summer, all of a sudden they're jealous, or they're like, why are you guys just trying to put me down? No, they're telling you the facts. She's like, oh yeah, I wanted Stacey Carpenter. She just came in there all nice and perky. I don't like perky people. Perky people annoy me because they're so smiley for what? Great, your life's going great, but you have to walk into a room and annoy everybody with your smile. That's salty as crap, yes. But it's true. People that smile so much, they're psychopaths. You have to think they're psychopaths or a robot, because nobody should ever be smiling that much. And she's like, I can't believe my friends betrayed me. That was about dance, not friendship. She couldn't do what needed to be done, so that's why she wasn't there. that's why she wasn't there. She wasn't there because she got upset and all on her feelings because everybody else spoke facts, while she just wants to speak feelings. It's about, I'm sorry to say this, KJ, you turned my thing. It was like fading and you turned it to green. Turn it back. You know, he's doing that whisper thing. It's stupid. He can't even whisper. I can't whistle, but that's sad. But anyways, stop. Okay, so Summer basically did all this crappy stuff. She was a very mean, not mean, she's actually super nice. But the reason I don't like Summer the most, anytime Rochelle actually said what needed to be said, she called Rochelle mean, or she was just like, I don't get why they're all like this. Basically, Summer, she has that kind of complex where that just makes you not like a person at all. Like, you know how somebody will be like, you know, you could be nicer. I could be nicer, but then sometimes being nice doesn't get you anywhere. You could be nice and constructive. Somebody know how to be nice and constructive. She's a good dancer, no doubt. But she got handed everything to her, and then she acted like she worked hard to be on that team when she got a spot handed to her on that team. She didn't even have to audition for the team. So basically, her whole thing, oh, I have to work to where I was. Yeah, you have to work to where you were, but you didn't have to work to get onto A-Trip. This is what it's about. You didn't have to work to get onto A-Trip. You didn't have to work to get captain or work to get front row. You were handed all of those things. All those things. And basically, Michelle was no help at all. Because she ran Amy off the second Summer got there. She was like, you'll never be a star dancer, Amy. I don't see her as a middle row dancer. I was like... She basically just said, you'll never be a star. You'll never be one of our featured star dancers. We only see you as a middle row dancer. You're mid. We could replace you. I'm like, oh my gosh. You can replace them all until they leave at a dire time. All of a sudden, why didn't I treat her better? Summer, I get it. A lot of things were in Summer's control. I get that. But when Summer knew how much being the face of Absolute Dance meant to Rochelle, and Rochelle, she didn't even think to realize for 1 second, oh wait, Rochelle was probably heartbroken right now. Because then I'm just concerned also with the fact that Rochelle, like, she got taken, her everything got taken away from her. Absolute Dance got taken away from her. It was just like, what's the problem? What's the point of that? She got taken away from her, right? But then someone went to B-Trip to coach them to go to nationals. And then after that, she just got the face of Absolute Dance. But then she went to Dance Mania, but still had the face of Absolute Dance, I think, which was not making any sense to me. She was all walking in all excited, being like, oh, I'm the face of Absolute Dance now. Thing, not even acknowledging that Rochelle's just laying on the floor, sad and depressed, because she doesn't even have Absolute Dance anymore. She's just laying there. Then all of a sudden they want to call Rochelle a traitor. She's not a traitor. She's just, you know. Okay, she was kind of a traitor at that moment, but she looked out for the team every step of the way. The moment she looks at first stuff, she sucks. Well, Summer, you're the dance captain you love because you got your feelings hurt. You chose to leave your team instead of thinking, okay, let's make the team more difficult. You're the dance captain, dude. You over here prioritizing feelings over dance. This is not called the feelings captain. It's called the dance captain. Focus on dance. Feelings come second. They always come first, right? Your feelings are validated. Your feelings matter. But like in dance, focus if they need to get something done. If they're healthy, if they're doing good, and they just need to push them, bro. Just push them. She couldn't do that. Which is why I don't like Summer. It's a little rant about everything. This is kind of it. That's all I don't like her. I can say why I do like her too. This can just be a rant about Summer, but this is why she's the worst dance captain. She's the worst dance captain because she couldn't do what she needed to do while also being nice. If you can't do what you need to do while being nice, you should just not be in that leadership role at all. It's like if you get to lead in a school play. You have to be able to focus on school, your actual schoolwork, considering it's a school play or whatever play it is. You have to focus on your schoolwork, and you also be able to focus on your lines and knowing all this for your play. If you can't do both, you shouldn't even be trying to do one of them, which is the extracurricular, if you can't even get your schoolwork in hand. You can't even get your good grades, you shouldn't be in a play. That makes zero sense. Since it makes zero sense, then it doesn't matter, because you shouldn't even be on the team if you can't balance both. Because there was obviously a good chance she was going to be dance captain. She was really nice. She was a great dancer, but she can't be constructive. If you can't be constructive and nice at the same time, don't be in a role where you have to be constructive. Instead, pick somebody else, because I won't be able to make constructive decisions. That's stupid. You had your chance, and honestly, I should have just cut that from the start. That's all I have to say. Also, here's the thumbnail. That's the thumbnail. Here's a little sneak peek of all these codes. Not going to show you the rest. I'll figure out the rest later. That's kind of it. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Which is going to be a daybreak video, by the way, because I'm like 2 and 3 levels away from leveling up from capable Kyle and Jan. So that's it, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.